We're in Bridgwater this morning. I've come to show you some of the remnants of the old castle. You can actually see parts of the wall just behind me there. Join me, I'll show you some bits that are left from the castle, some interesting archaeology that's been discovered that relates to the castle, and of course some interesting historical facts along the way as well. So let's go and explore Bridgwater Castle. William Brewer started the construction of Bridgwater Castle in the early 1200s. Although there's not much of the castle left to see today, fragments such as this wall give us a reminder of how huge this site really would have been. This old surviving part of Castle Wall can be found on West Quay down beside the River Parrett. When the castle was built, Bridgwater was a booming town. Its river access made it vital for trade and power. For centuries, the castle dominated the town, shaping the very streets that you walk down today. The best surviving feature of Bridgwater Castle is the Watergate, a medieval archway which connected the castle straight to the river. Supplies and goods could come directly off of ships straight into the castle. Even today it shows how the castle controlled Bridgwater's river trade. Unfortunately, the door's closed. Now this used to be open. Even just up to a few years ago it used to be open to the public. You could go in and see the Watergate. But unfortunately now it's closed off. But the Watergate is in through that. Hopefully you can pick it up on the camera. So from the Watergate we're making our way along West Quay towards Chandos Street. It was while they was building this building just here, there was an archaeological survey carried out and they uncovered foundations of the old towers of the castle, which proved to be pretty hefty. I'll put some pictures on the screen of that now. It's a shame about the scaffolding we got standing there, but we're now at Castle Street, previously Chandos Street. It's thought that this is the finest row of Georgian buildings you'll find outside of Bath in Somerset, so interesting little fact for you. We just entered one of my favourite parts of Bridgwater, which is King's Square. Beautiful trees, we've got a lovely statue just here. We're surrounded with old Georgian buildings. But isn't it fascinating to think that if you went back several hundred years, you would actually be stood in what was the heart of Bridgwater Castle. This was essentially the centre of the castle here. Fascinating. It's fascinating to wonder what remnants of the castle reside under these buildings just here. It's also said to be haunted by the spirit of the Duke of Monmouth. Apparently he spent time at the Bridgwater Castle as well. And he's only ever seen on the 6th of July. Unfortunately, paintings and illustrations of Bridgwater Castle are very rare. The best we can do is try and piece together the information available to us to try and get an idea of what it might look like. This map here, based on earlier maps, gives an idea of what remained of Bridgwater Castle by the late 1700s. If you look closely at this earlier map, you can clearly see the building in question, with its round towers clearly resembling a gatehouse. Here is that building in question, illustrated by John Chubb in the late 1700s. What you're looking at here is an earlier inner gatehouse of the castle that by the 1600s had been converted into a grand house. The top of the two illustrations you're looking at here is the earlier of the two. By the time the second one was done, you can see much of the walls had fallen down to expose a Norman archway inside. And if you look closely, you can see some of the Georgian buildings in the background that still stand today. And here is a reconstruction of what it's thought that that building would have looked like in 1630. Now go down this little road here known as York Buildings, heading towards Fore Street, and this is where it's still the original entrance to the castle was. So if you're local to the area, it gives you an idea of how big the site really was. Obviously we started at the Watergate, where there's the remnants of the wall. We're back at essentially the centre of Bridgwater. So clearly it was a very big site, and it's thought that that's where the entrance was, just there. So I hope you enjoyed this little exploration of Bridgwater, learning some facts from the forgotten side of this area's past. Don't forget, if you want to get involved in person and join us on an upcoming Bridgwater Ghost Walk, then just head to the website. And if you enjoyed the video, please give us a like, give this video a follow, and share it with anyone else who might enjoy it.